Have you ever wondered why the US supports Philippine sea operations? It's not just about military might or showing off naval prowess. There's a deeper, more strategic reason behind this collaboration. It feels a world away, doesn't it? The vast expanse of the ocean can make these issues seem distant and unrelated to our daily lives. But the reality is far more interconnected than it appears. The South China Sea, with its disputed islands and fishing grounds, might seem like someone else's problem. But look closer. This region is a hotbed of geopolitical tension, with multiple countries laying claim to its waters and resources. The US Navy sailing alongside Filipino vessels tells a bigger story. It's a story of strategic alliances and mutual interests. The US and the Philippines share a long history of cooperation, and their joint naval operations are a testament to this enduring partnership. One of alliances, power plays, and the delicate balance of global politics. These naval exercises are not just about defense. They're about maintaining a balance of power in a region where tensions can escalate quickly. Why does this matter to us, you ask? It's easy to feel detached from these distant waters, but the implications of these geopolitical maneuvers are far-reaching. Because in a world growing ever more interconnected, events on the other side of the globe can have ripple effects that reach our shores. The South China Sea is a crucial artery for global trade, and any disruption here can impact economies worldwide. The South China Sea, a vital shipping lane and a potential flashpoint for conflict, is a prime example. Over a third of the world's shipping passes through these waters, making it a strategic choke point. Any conflict here could disrupt global supply chains, affecting everything from the price of goods to international relations. Historically, control over these waters has been a contentious issue. Nations have vied for dominance, knowing that whoever controls the South China Sea holds significant power over global trade routes. Today, advanced naval technology and strategic alliances play a crucial role in maintaining stability. The presence of US naval forces in the region is a deterrent against potential conflicts, ensuring that the delicate balance of power is maintained. Diplomatic efforts are equally important. International summits and meetings between world leaders often focus on maritime security, highlighting the global importance of these waters. Ultimately, the interconnectedness of our world means that distant waters and shared interests are more relevant to our lives than we might think. By understanding these dynamics, we can better appreciate the complexities of global politics and the importance of international cooperation. So, the next time you see news about naval operations in the South China Sea, remember that these distant waters are a crucial part of our shared global interests. They remind us that in an interconnected world, what happens far away can have a profound impact on us all. To understand this complex situation, we need to meet the key players. The South China Sea is a hotbed of geopolitical tension, and the stakes are incredibly high for all involved. First, there's the US, a global superpower with a vested interest in maintaining stability and freedom of navigation in the region. The United States has long been a dominant force in international waters, and its military presence in Asia is a testament to its commitment to safeguarding these crucial maritime routes. The South China Sea is not just a strategic military location for the US. It's also a vital artery for global trade, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through these waters annually. Then there's the Philippines, a nation grappling with China's growing assertiveness in what it sees as its own backyard. The Philippines has a complex history with its neighbors and is now at the forefront of the territorial disputes in the South China Sea. For the Filipino people, these waters are not just a geopolitical issue, but a matter of national pride and sovereignty. The country's military forces are often seen patrolling these contested areas, a clear signal of their resolve to defend their territorial claims. And then there's China, an emerging giant seeking to assert its dominance in the region and secure its maritime claims. China's ambitions in the South China Sea are driven by a mix of historical claims, economic interests, and strategic imperatives. The Chinese government has invested heavily in building up its naval capabilities, conducting regular military drills, and establishing a strong presence on various islands and reefs. For China, controlling the South China Sea is not just about territorial expansion. It's about securing vital sea lanes and asserting its role as a regional power. This triangular relationship, fraught with historical baggage and competing interests, is at the heart of the South China Sea disputes. Each player brings its own set of priorities and concerns to the table, making the situation incredibly complex and volatile. The overlapping claims and the strategic importance of these waters mean that any misstep could have far-reaching consequences, not just for the region, but for the entire world. Understanding the dynamics between the US, the Philippines, and China is crucial for anyone looking to grasp the intricacies of this ongoing conflict. The roots of this conflict run deep, tracing back through centuries of history. For centuries, the South China Sea has been a crossroads of trade and cultures, a vital artery for commerce and a melting pot of civilizations. Various powers, from ancient empires to colonial rulers, have vied for control over these strategic waters, each leaving their mark on the region's complex tapestry. The legacy of colonialism is deeply ingrained, with European powers carving up territories and imposing their rule. The rise of nationalism in the 20th century saw these nations striving for independence, often clashing with their former colonizers. The discovery of valuable resources such as oil and natural gas has only heightened the stakes, making the South China Sea a flashpoint for modern-day tensions. The United States, with its long history of involvement in the region, finds itself caught in the middle of this geopolitical struggle. From its colonial rule in the Philippines to its strategic military presence, America's influence has been both a stabilizing force and a source of contention. Its support for the Philippines, a key ally, is seen by some as a way to counter China's growing influence in the region. Joint military exercises and naval patrols are a show of strength and solidarity, but they also risk escalating tensions. These actions raise important questions about America's role in the world and its commitment to its allies. Is the US acting as a protector of smaller nations, or is it pursuing its own strategic interests? The answers are complex and multifaceted, reflecting the intricate web of historical, political, and economic factors that shape the South China Sea conflict today. The U.S. backing of Philippine sea operations sends a clear message to China that it will not stand idly by as Beijing seeks to impose its will on its neighbors. This support, while largely symbolic, carries significant weight. It signals America's commitment to upholding international law and the rules-based order. But it's not just about military might. The U.S. is also bolstering its diplomatic efforts, engaging with regional partners, and promoting dialogue to ease tensions. The goal is to prevent the South China Sea from becoming a flashpoint for conflict. The geopolitical implications of these developments are far-reaching. The South China Sea is a vital shipping lane, carrying trillions of dollars worth of goods each year. Any disruption to this trade route would have significant consequences for the global economy. Moreover, the region is home to important fishing grounds and potential energy reserves. The competition for these resources adds another layer of complexity to the already tense situation. Section 6. A balancing act. For the Philippines, navigating this complex geopolitical landscape is a delicate balancing act. It needs to stand up for its sovereign rights while avoiding direct confrontation with China. The U.S. support provides a measure of security, allowing Manila to pursue its interests more assertively. However, it also risks drawing the Philippines deeper into the U.S.-China rivalry, a situation it would prefer to avoid. Section 7. The stakes we share. The South China Sea disputes might seem distant, but their impact is felt globally. The principles at stake, freedom of navigation, respect for international law, and the peaceful resolution of disputes are fundamental to global stability. If these principles are allowed to be eroded in one part of the world, it sets a dangerous precedent for others. That's why it's in everyone's interest to find a peaceful and sustainable solution to the South China Sea disputes. Section 8. Uncertain horizons. The road ahead is uncertain. Tensions in the South China Sea are likely to persist, with the potential for miscalculation and escalation always present. The US, China, and the Philippines will need to manage their differences carefully to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. The outcome of this geopolitical chess match will have profound consequences for the region and the world. Section 9. The wonder continues. So the next time you hear about the South China Sea, don't just switch off. Remember the delicate balance of power, the historical baggage, and the very real human consequences at stake. Keep wondering, keep questioning, keep seeking to understand the forces that shape our world. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.